Okay, so I just want to do a quick video about Greenland, the whole Greenland issue. And to me, being like the average Joe, not like really, deep into politics and all that, and the inner workings and stuff like that, um, using basic common sense and everything, the whole Greenland thing is a no brainer. Now you're wondering, what is he talking about by a no brainer? All right, let's look at it just for a little bit. Okay, so um hypothetically, hypothetically speaking, let's just say somehow we acquire Greenland. Shits and giggles, okay? We acquire Greenland. So now we got Greenland, okay? Um the thing about like annexing or acquiring such a large territory like that is you're gonna have to do the maintenance on that. You're gonna have to keep it up. Okay. You're gonna have to look after it. And you all throughout history and everything, same deal. You a nation acquires another piece of land or whatever, or another country, whatever and stuff. Uh, when you own it, you own it. So which means we're gonna have to fit the bill on medical. People of Greenland, they're gonna need they're gonna need medical. Um, we're gonna have to ensure security. What else? If we decide to endeavor on getting all those precious minerals and stuff that I hear so much about, we're gonna have to invest into that. We're gonna have to send companies over there. We're gonna have to find companies that are really actually interested in going over there and doing the work, searching for those precious minerals, digging, drilling, and all that. Um, if you want to look at it from if you want to look at it from an aspect of, okay, yeah, we got Greenland and stuff, so that's going to open up a conduit for us jobs and everything for Americans potentially and stuff. Okay, let's walk that dog a little bit. Okay, say like for instance, okay, yeah, we're going to send some Americans over there. They're going to work in Greenland. They're going to do you know you know working at mining sites and everything, help drill and search for precious minerals and blah blah blah. Okay, cool. Those people got to be trained on that. You can't just send people over there and be like, "Hey, look for shit." You know what I'm saying? They gotta be trained on all that. That's gonna cost money. Taking care of the indigenous people there, that's gonna cost money. Security for those people, that's gonna cost money. Trying to motivate companies to go over there and set up. Let's just talk about the setup part. The setup part, okay? Just getting companies to go over there to set up and everything, that's going to cost money. All right, let's go a little bit further back than that. I mean, ahead of that, just to get companies interested and motivated enough to make a move to go over there and get set up. That's going to cost money. That's called advertisement. That's the advertisement. That's when you put on your clown suit, do the whole dance and everything to get these people motivated and interested in your great grand scheme of how things are going to be for the future. That's going to cost money. And it's not going to be cheap. So advertising, getting people motivated to even go over there and want to even do anything, that's going to cost a lot of money. Taking care of the indigenous people over there, that's going to cost a lot of money. Providing security, that's going to cost a lot of money. Uh, uh, the healthcare of the indigenous people over there, that's going to cost a lot of money. And then on top of that, shits and giggles. Let's say, for instance, we can get a couple of American companies to go over there, and you send a couple of thousand American workers over there to work and stuff like that. That's going to cost a lot of money, and you're going to have to pay for their medical and provide security and care for them. That's going to cost a lot of money. Now, the golden question that everybody needs to ask themselves, who's going to be paying for all that? We're going to be paying for all that, the taxpayers. So you can best believe all your taxes and stuff are going to skyrocket. Now, here's the kicker. We can't even afford to give everybody in the United States, the continental United States, proper health care. We can't even take care of the people over here to get proper health care. And then you want to dump more heads on us to try and take care of them? And then dump the receipt or the price tag of a endeavor that may or may not produce? Because even if you send them companies over there and they start digging and they looking all, for these precious metals and all that stuff like that, there's nowhere it's guaranteed stating that we're going to find that stuff. There's nobody out there that can guarantee you that, oh, yeah, you dig right here and stuff, you definitely going to find all the precious metals that you can possibly want. And then, not only that, let's just say, hypothetically speaking, you do run across those precious metals. When you run across those precious metals, you're going to run across them in their rawest form, So those precious metals and everything, they have to be produced. They have to be processed. There's a process before you can even use them for what it is that you want to use them for. Hey, guess what? That's going to cost money too. Now, who do you think is going to pay for that as well? That's right, the taxpayers. And see, here's the thing. We already feel like our taxes are too high as it is. And not everybody in the continental United States is a multimillionaire. Not everybody in the continental United States is a millionaire. Not everybody in the continental United States is making over $100,000 a year. Not everybody in the continental United States is making $60,000 a year. So I hope all of y'all are picking up what I'm throwing down. So this is the Greenland project. I hope you guys enjoyed this.